I think it's time to get back into the market. I'm TTL60 and this is my first episode. We're looking at crypto bubbles and this is the daily results for market cap plus week. I think it's fair to say we've had a pretty solid week, moving all the way up from a low of I think around 16,000. So let's have a look at that first. Have a look at the Bitcoin price. Let's tidy up these charts and then work out our plan of attack. So on the daily, if we have a look at Bitcoin, we've had a fairly decent move up in the last few days or a couple of weeks. We had after the whole FTX debacle, we're back within that range and hopefully we'll get above 25,000 on support. So I've been on the sidelines for a couple of months while all this shenanigans has been going on, but I think it's time to start to put together a plan what we're going to do next. What my plan is only trading Bitcoin. I don't have any US dollars, no Tether, no BUSD, no fiat currency whatsoever, only Bitcoin. So what I want to do is trade against Bitcoin pair and put some into the market, starting possibly with looking at the top 20 by a crypto cap and then DCAing in. This being the first session, I'm going to keep it short, probably going to focus on only one coin, that being Ethereum. So if we have a look at Ethereum against Bitcoin, it's sort of in this oscillating range, which I find from time to time. Let's just clean up this chart a little bit. You can see here on the hourly, it sort of oscillates within this sort of range and has been for quite a number of weeks. I think since the actual merge, which is around about here, and then it came up. And we've had this really sort of decent sort of pump from when the merge was, and it's oscillating through this range. So I think it's fair to say it's a pretty solid bet if we use some of our Bitcoin and DCA into Ethereum. Now the application I'm going to use to do the DCA bot is 3 commas, and I've got one pre-configured here already, which I want to talk about how that works. So if I have a look at this bot that I've built, I've basically taken the top 20 coins by market cap and created a bit of a DCA strategy. Now I don't think that I want to get back into the market with all of these tokens. I think I would just want to start with Ethereum because I have a firm belief that this is a bit of a false rally. We're going to make our ways down to maybe the lows again, maybe the $15,000 and maybe even lower. But I think we've still got a bit of a push up to 30,000 before we go back down. And I don't want to get into any altcoins significantly until I really have conviction that the bottom is in. So on that basis, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily, let's have a look at the daily. Here it is here. Now, my strategy is basically what I'm going to do is essentially, let me just clean this up a little bit. Get rid of this chart, don't need that. Is to create a long strategy that says we're going to put in a base order, we're going to DCA 16 orders in there, we're looking for a price deviation of maybe 1%. Because it's Ethereum, with a target profit of 3%. So back testing those results gets us to, as soon as that loads, I'll put that to an hourly and we'll calculate those back test results. As soon as that loads. Looking based on that, based on DCA in on a Ethereum Bitcoin pair on a long bot with 16 safety orders with a price deviation of 1%, volume scale of 1.11 and safety order step scale of 1.11. Means that every order has going to be significantly increased, both the size and the volume. And then what 3Commas will do, we'll set our take profit at 3%, and that'll just be on rinse and repeat. We won't have any indicators following what we're doing. It's just cruising through on a DCA bot. So I'll go back to 3Commas and I'll run through and explain this for you, so it's pretty clear. You can see here I've got the top 20 or 21 excluding by market cap, but excluding anything that I didn't think was any good, and obviously any stable coins. So if we clear that and just look to get Ethereum Bitcoin, we're only going to have one deal at a time. We need to work out how much we're going to actually put into this. So what this is saying is we've got a long strategy. We're dealing in Bitcoin, and we're going to take our profit in Bitcoin. Our base order size is only 0.002 Bitcoin. We're going to manually open, actually we'll put that to auto, open new trade ASAP. We want to target profit of 3% from total volume. And then our safety orders, this is the important factor. And this is basically saying our safety order is going to be 0.002 Bitcoin. We're going to open this with a price deviation of 2%, max orders of 16, max active safety orders, which means I'll only open 7 on the exchange. We've got a volume scale of 1.11 and safety order step scale of 1.11. So having a look at that, we might just backtest that because I noticed I've got 2% here. You know, and probably 2% is probably good once I start introducing alts. So what I might do, you know, if I have a look at this and I put a deviation of maybe 2%, that'll give me the ability to have a max drop of, I think, around 80%. We'll just see what that looks like. Just waiting for that to load. Yeah, look, you can see what happens here. I put it to 2%, and then our average or our APR is 12.81%. That's a back-tested information and results. The interesting thing here, though, is I've got 16 safety orders, and to be quite conservative, back-testing this over a significant period, you know, 730 days, the maximum safety order we get to is 12. Yeah, Ethereum's pretty conservative, average days in deal 6.34. But look, I'm happy with that. I'd rather bring down my APR because I will compound this over time in order to make sure that I don't get stuck in a deal if it goes too far. So based on that information, the max drop is 43%. So if I have a look here, what this will do, this will give me the information. So have a look at the table, and this is basically saying the safety order is going to be that much Bitcoin, and it's going to go as it drops down further. It'll take a deviation of 78%. Look, Ethereum's never going to get down there, but the altcoins will. So we're going to be quite conservative setting up this multi-pair bot from the get-go. So I think I'm quite comfortable in launching this bot. So I might save that. Ready to go. Yeah, that should be ready to turn on. Okay, I'm quite happy, 3% take profit. So it's basically going to, as soon as I hit start, kick the bot off. First and foremost, let's have a look what we got in Binance, who we're going to use to run this bot. So we'll make sure we'll have a look at see what we've got in the bank. Okay, we're going to log in, so I might just pull that over to this screen and log in. Oh, that's pretty funny. I've got no Bitcoin available. So we might need to transfer some in. Let's do that. See if I've got any fiat I can... Said I didn't have any, but I'll have a look. Maybe I can transfer over a little bit. Yeah, look, I can probably start it off. I've got some in here. Let me just bring that over. You can see here I've got a little bit of Bitcoin, only $200, so I'll transfer some more on. Let's kick it off. So if we go to spot, we kick off this bot, it should start to create the orders. And I'll just switch it over to BTC. Now I've got to put some in. It's on my ledger. I've got no Bitcoin on the exchange. I've got 0.01%. So maybe I'll throw, I don't know, half a Bitcoin on there and go from there. So let's turn this on and make sure it's all kicking and working. So we'll hit start, make sure it's on the right one. It does not really matter when we start this. It's going to do what it needs to do. It's going to be fairly conservative, and it's going to give us results quite quickly. So the bot started, which is good to see. Now we might just wait for deals to open up. Now it generally takes a couple of minutes to kick in. Okay. We haven't got our first order yet. Probably still working out what it's going to do. Let's have a look, make sure everything's working okay. So exchange, bot type, trading pair enabled. Let's have a look at the enables. Enabled, no deals. Active deals 0. It's not working. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I think we just had liftoff. Let's have a look at another notification. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's created, it's kicked off. Now, if we have a look here, you can see here that it's automatically created all of our orders for us. So you can see it's put in 3 buy orders. It's obviously got a position, and it's got the sell order automatically. So just analyzing that Binance here, you can see that it'll buy more when it gets to 6.4. Sorry, as it goes down. It'll buy 0.0297 when it gets to 0.067550, and you can see as it goes down and down. So we probably would have got an error because we don't have enough Bitcoin on the exchange. Okay, it's saying we need to add more. So what we might do is just put some Bitcoin on the exchange, and that should automatically fix itself. But we're away, pretty excited. So what we might do is we've got to get, now we told 3 commas to make sure that we've got 7 active orders. Because of the amount of Bitcoin on the exchange, we're only able to activate 3. So on that basis, we need to add some more Bitcoin. So I think if I have a look at my ledger, load that up. Wow, significant change in Bitcoin over the last couple of weeks. So what we might do is send some Bitcoin to the exchange. Let's have a look. Okay, our Bitcoin code. Might not show you guys that, unfortunately. And we want to deposit Bitcoin, Bitcoin network, segwit, copy that. Okay, Bitcoin address. Continue. Amount, maybe 0.25 Bitcoin. Yep. Continue. Okay. Make sure our address is correct. Okay, stand by. I just need to get my dongle. Okay, so I don't keep any Bitcoin on the exchange, or only what I need to trade. But I do have my Nano Ledger. So what I'm going to do is hit some in and get that over. So I've sent over, I don't know, about 7,000 or something, about 0.25 Bitcoin. Just going to find the right cable. Be a good start. Yeah, the good thing about having a ledger is none of the Bitcoin is kept on the exchange. I keep everything off exchange. Okay. I haven't used it in a while, so I was trying to work out the PIN number. I was down to the last attempt. So I need to open the Bitcoin app. Bitcoin is ready. %. Okay, so just confirming, we're going to send 0.25 Bitcoin. I put it fast so you guys can see it happening. And then I'll just review output, Bitcoin address, approve, confirm transaction, processing. Cool. Okay, so that's been sent. Let's have a look at the transaction ID. And that, you see down here, the Bitcoin amount. It's unconfirmed. Shouldn't take too long to get there. So while that's happening, I might just monitor that on the other screen. We might just go over what we've done. So long term, we're looking to only trade Bitcoin against Bitcoin pairs. We're going to go through, probably maybe go live tomorrow and go through maybe a few additional coins that I feel confident and safe in going into at this point. I have conviction that we are going to go down to, you know, that all-time low again, sort of, you know, that $16,000-15,000 mark. So I'm pretty conservative. You know, I think we're going to probably push up, hopefully stay above this 25,000, see how that goes. So in the short term, or the near term, I just want to trade things that are fairly safe, because you have another drop, you know, Bitcoin could go down, you know, go up to 30 and then go down by 50%, and then, you know, altcoins will go down by another 80%. So I want to catch the bottom on altcoins at that particular point in time. But for now, we're just going straight into ETH. We've done a bit of back testing. We're looking at 12.81% APR, and then you know, you know, it's fairly conservative, but it's a good start. So we'll just go back and just have a look, see how our transaction's going. Got one confirmation, so hopefully any minute now we should see that on the exchange. Wonder how many confirmations I made. Yep, it hasn't gone through yet. Okay, I just got confirmation on my phone, deposit successfully, 0.25 Bitcoin, and you can see down here 0.25 Bitcoin. It's always fun transferring Bitcoin from your ledger. Just waiting, hope it doesn't just disappear. Never had it happen, so I'm pretty sure when I copy and paste to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Now, because I didn't have enough Bitcoin on the exchange, it only created 3 buy orders for me. And I had this error within 3 commas. So we might hit refresh and see if that can fix it for me. I think we can probably click. No, let's go back here. I think this will repair itself in time. have a look here, see if we can turn back on some sort of just randomly clicking around. I might come back to that. Okay, yeah, here we go. We've got that there. So, yeah, let's go back to our deal, and I think that's still working on it. So if I go back here, it's still got 3. Maybe if I edit the transaction, edit, and then save changes, see if it fixes itself. Deal updated. Yeah, look, I'm pretty confident that it will fix itself. So we might just leave it at that point and we'll do an update, come back. But you can see here that, you know, we've got 3 buy orders ready to go and then sell order. So as that escalates or as it DCA's in, it'll create a larger order of ETH with our Bitcoin. And then once we hit 3% of that volume, we'll take profit, and then we'll just do that again. It's always good to take profit. So that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the first session. We'll bring that to you maybe 2 or 3 times a week, depending on market conditions, and really looking forward to keeping you guys on the journey with me. So on that note, it is time to say goodbye. Have a good one.